Hello everyone, this is Carter from Coaster Explorers, and today we're going to be reviewing Mako at SeaWorld Orlando. And this is arguably the best of the best in terms of B&M hypercoasters ever built. It has a fantastic setting above the water. The color scheme is my personal favorite of any of the B&M hypercoasters. And it doesn't get any smoother than this ride. This ride is so smooth, it is unbelievable. I did not sense the slightest rattle on this entire ride, no matter where I was sitting. This hypercoaster is exactly 200 feet tall, which makes it a hypercoaster. It has 7 rows instead of 8, and it does not feature the stadium seating. I personally like the stadium seating more. I think it adds a little bit more variety and you get more whip towards the back. However, it is nice to have, if you're with a group of 4, to be able to sit directly next to all of them. Let's get into this layout. So you're going to start in your station, you're going to pull down your beautiful clamshell restraints, and at least when I was there, this feature was not working, but there is a projector on top of you in the station that shows sharks swimming with you as you exit the station. Like I said, this did not work in my visit. I don't know how often it works, but that's a nice little feature to have. It just didn't work for us. As soon as you pull out of the station, you take the slightest right-hand turn and ascend your 200-foot lift hill. Once you reach the top, you have a beautiful view of the layout and this awesome water setting that this roller coaster sits on. You go down this drop, and it is just a perfect drop, but the drop is not where this roller coaster shines. The rest of the layout is where this coaster shines. After that awesome drop, you go into this very unique overbank turn on a B&M hypercoaster. There's not the immediate camelback hill, and it is an awesome sensation. You definitely want to be on the right side of the train for this one. It's a nice floaty sensation. You're just sitting there dangling, and it's really an awesome feature. After this element, you go into arguably the best floater airtime hill I've ever experienced in my entire life. It's either this one or the third hill on Steel Eel. The floater airtime is phenomenal. It is executed so nice. It is just amazing, and everybody just needs to feel what this feels like. If you're a fan of floater airtime, this will be your favorite element on the entire ride. After this, you are already at the turnaround after that hill. Isn't that crazy? You go into this kind of whippy turnaround, and it does pull some positive forces. Nowhere near gray out inducing, but it is a nice sensation. After this hill, you go into another beautifully executed floater airtime hill. And on my first ride on this roller coaster, I was not expecting the head chopper. And this is the scariest head chopper I've ever experienced in my life. Maybe this is because I wasn't expecting it, but I pulled my hands down so fast, it was very shocking. If you don't know that that's there, which I'm sorry if I just spoiled it for you, it is a very scary sensation. After that, you have another beautifully executed airtime hill. And then you turn to the right into a speed hill, a very unique element on a B&M hypercoaster. But once again, perfectly executed. You get almost ejector. We're going to go with flow-jector on this one. Into your mid-course brake run. This is the buzzkill of the ride. I wish this didn't trim you, but it does, and it does it kind of hard. If you're in the back row, you're going to get yanked to your left out of this mid-course, and then you have some weird transitions to see on a B&M hypercoaster. This and Candemonium share a lot in common, but I do think that Mako executes the elements a little bit better. You're going to go right past the station, and then you're going to go right into the center lagoon of the park. I wouldn't call this a helix by any means, but as one who's not the biggest fan of helices, I would not say that this is a complaint whatsoever. After that, you go right over the pathways and into the brake run, finishing your beautiful ride on Mako. This is one of the most re-rideable roller coasters I've ever been on. It's either this or Fury. I like Fury better, but that's a Giga coaster. That's in an entirely different league of roller coaster. So in terms of B&M hypers, this is the most re-rideable. This isn't my favorite B&M hyper. I do have one slightly above it, but we will get into that on a different day. But this is the smoothest. This is the most re-rideable. and this is the most beautiful, without a doubt. I love the queue. There's just, it looks like you're in a shipwreck. And then, like I said, if that display in the station worked for me, it would have just added to the experience. I did get a rain ride in this roller coaster at night, and that was quite the experience. It did hurt quite a bit, but this is just a phenomenal roller coaster. It's nothing too intimidating. If you're newer to roller coasters, or if you have kids that are new to roller coasters that you're trying to get on them, this is the perfect roller coaster to enter the new threshold of thrilling roller coasters. And if you can ride this one, you can ride them all. So what am I going to rank this roller coaster? It's getting a 10 out of 10. I cannot say enough good things about this roller coaster. The only gripe I have is that mid-course, and that's just there for capacity reasons. It's amazing. Go ride it. You just have to go ride it. It's awesome. If you love floater airtime, you'll love this. If you love big drops, you'll love this. If you love sharks, you'll love this. And if you love water, you'll love this roller coaster. Thank you guys so much for all the support that we've been getting recently on this channel. I am so thankful for each and every one of you guys. If you like this video, please leave a like, maybe comment, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks so much for watching.